Welcome to the Mind Philosopher, where we don't just accept reality, we question it. This is episode 1 of our deep series, The Mind Behind Power, inspired by the 21 Laws of Leadership. Today's law is the law of the lid, a quiet force that determines how far you, your team, or even your destiny can go. Your leadership ability determines your level of effectiveness. John C. Maxwell. Imagine your potential as a boiling pot of water. Energy, ideas, passion, sawing all bubbling inside, but on top of that pot sits a lid. That lid is your leadership ability. No matter how intense the heat inside, if the lid stays low, the contents will never rise. This is what John C. Maxwell calls the law of the lid. Your success, your business, your family, even your personal growth, all of it is capped by your ability to lead. Not by your intelligence, not by your talent, but by your ability to lead yourself and others. Leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. Warren Bennis. Let's travel to ancient history. A young tribal chief had wealth beyond measure. Cattle, warriors, land. But his village stayed small, weak, divided. He ruled by fear. No vision, no unity, no trust. One day, a neighboring tribal chief, with fewer resources but stronger leadership, united smaller clans under a shared dream. Within a season, he overtook the rich tribal chief's land, not with swords but with influence. That rich tribal chief had resources, but a low lid. His leadership ability was low, so everything he touched stayed stuck beneath it. He who thinks he leads but has no followers is only taking a walk. Maxwell. Now pause. Let's think deeper. What if the lid isn't external, but internal? What if it's the belief systems you inherited? The traumas you haven't healed, the fears you pretend don't exist. In African proverbs they say, "A bird that flies off the earth and lands on an anthill is still on the ground." In other words, you may rise, but only as far as your mindset allows. Your mind is the first kingdom you must learn to lead. Until you conquer that space, you remain capped. No man will make a great leader who wants to do it all himself or get all the credit. Andrew Carnegie. Leadership is not a solo climb. It's a collective ascent. So ask yourself today, who are you influencing? Where are you leading them? And most importantly, what lid are you placing on your own growth? Many are gifted, but few are lifted, because their lid is low. Here's what you can do today to raise your leadership lid. 1. Self-awareness. Know your strengths and your blind spots. 2. Seek mentorship. No great leader climbs alone. 3. Study leadership. Read, watch, reflect. 4. Serve others. Leadership isn't domination, it's elevation. Before you are a leader, success is all about growing yourself. When you become a leader, success is about growing others. Jack Welch. This has been episode 1 of The Mind Behind Power, the law of the lid. If your growth feels capped, check the leader within. In episode 2, we'll explore the law of influence and discover why leadership isn't a title. It's a force. If this message sparked something in your mind, don't let it end here. Hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to The Mind Philosopher. Join a growing community of seekers who dare to question everything and understand something. Tap the bell button so you never miss an episode in our leadership series.